Yeah, I'm romantic. Life is all about loving. That's the part of my philosophy.
Your relationship with Shehrazat, is it going to get better or worse?
Sometimes better, sometimes worse, you know. They have good times, bad times. But I mean, that's not an easy relationship.
What's the secret of the success of your character in the show?
I love the character, you know. At the beginning, when they gave me the script, I read it for once and at the moment. And, you know, the last scene of the first episode was the high point for me. And that was the reason for me to accept this TV series, you know. The scene in between Shehrazat and Onur. Shehrazat wants the money and Onur makes her an offer. Then their brutal love begins there, you know. And that was a very important thing for me. So, and I love the character Onur, because you know he has lots of colors in his palette. The director, the writers, and the producer, and all the main cast, we came together and worked a lot. So I mean, this is a team thing, and if it succeeded in Turkey, and it did, this is because of that. And every player loved their character, you know?
Did you expect this success when you first read the script at the beginning?
I mean, at the beginning, you never know, you know, what's going to be. So, because you know, you cannot find the right audience at the right time, you know. The period of time is very important. Sometimes you fall in love with the story, but I mean, it never goes well. And but in this TV series, I felt like, you know, it is going to be good. Because the question was very important. What can a woman do for her child's life, you know? If it is a question of life and death, what is the high point? I mean, what can you sacrifice for that? We started and we came together. The second meeting, I knew that it is going to be okay. It is going to be good. But, you know, never planned to have this much fans around, you know. Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Good, very good. So, because, you know, you do a job and people like it, they love it, and they come and tell you that they love you and love your job. And this is good for you, that, you know, you do something, you work a lot, you try to do your best, and most of the time you never have a feedback, you know? But to have a feedback, it's a kind of like, you know, someone is just touching your back and says, okay, it's going well, and you feel comfortable, you feel good, and you feel honored.
The character you're portraying, Anwar, started the relationship with Shehrazat from a low moral point, and then it evolves positively after that. Is this perhaps the success, or part of the success of the story?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there is a problem, and there are ways to solve that problem. And this is a love problem. And, you know, everybody is interested in love, you know. And, yeah, this is the part of it.
This new season, we haven't seen any of it yet in the Middle East. And I tried with the director, I tried with Shehrazad, and I'm going to try with you. Can you tell us what's going to happen in...
No.
Or anything?
Never. You know, my mother never knows.
She doesn't?
I mean, my brothers, they don't know it. My sisters, they don't know it. I never tell anybody.
You can just tell me, I mean...
No. Of course, but I mean, after the 9th episode, maybe. But I mean, you will be knowing that.
How do you see your character evolve in the season?
This is a season for Onur, for ups and downs. He's trying to understand the relationships because he has a problem with women.
Because of the past?
Yeah, because of his past. He doesn't believe women. So, I mean, the first woman is, after all that things, is Shehrazat. and he has lots of questions in his mind with her, because she's not an open person. She's always keeping all the secrets, all the questions for herself. So after the second season, after that big wedding ceremony, they will try to build up their relationship again. So this is another trauma. So this season is going to be like, you know, coming together, talking about a question, talking about their relationship, sometimes not talking about anything, you know, because, you know, Shehrazat loves to go away, and Onur always wants to hold her next to him. So, I mean, this season is going to be like that.
People often see you through the character that you play. Does this bother you? Does this bother you that people think you are exactly like what you are on stage?
There are lots of people that like that, you know. Sometimes they come and say, yeah, Shehrazat is not good for you. We are not happy for you. I mean, we are very sorry for you. And they say, go and grab Shehrazat's arm and take her to your house. And I mean, they say lots of things, you know. But at the end, they know this is a TV series. It's a good thing to when people come to you and talk about your character you're playing in TV series. It's a good thing, you know. So they show their interest and their love, and this is the way. This is the door to open a communication in between me and them. So. And after this 2 or 3 sentences about the TV series, sometimes we go in a very interesting conversations, you know. This is a very good chance to know people in their real life, and sometimes you never know, you can have a good friends with it.
If you were not an actor, what would you be?
I started my career as a singer. Maybe I would be a singer.
Is it true that on your spare time you don't watch TV? This is what I heard.
That's true. That's true. I only watch this TV series, and at the beginning of the season, the other TV series they just started to see how they work, what do they do. But I'm not a TV fan, you know. I don't have a television at my home.
You do not have a TV?
I have projectors, and I have my cinema thing, you know, that's it.
Your background is stage theater. What's the difference between that and working on camera?
It's a very different thing, I have to say. I love to work with camera, but being on stage is a kind of like, it's live, first of all. Live and with audience, as you said. You do something, and it comes back. It's like you're making a tennis match with a very good tennis player, you know. You do something, and it comes back, and you have joy with it, and you get high and high and high. It's a different thing. And I mean, but I love to work with camera. If you feel the way the audience is going to feel, then you can play with it. And it's like as you have an audience in front of you.
You had experience working with Western production. What's the difference between that and a Turkish TV production?
The first point is you're talking in your own language. When you do it with your own team in your own country. And it's easy to communicate with people. And here in Binbir Gece, especially I have to say with TMC, the producer company, it's easy to work with. Let's talk about these international projects. They are that way too. I mean, they never give it to a chance, you know. They know every plan that they are going to shoot, and they always tell you what they want from you as a player. So for me, the program is important. The thing in the director's mind is very important, because I'm always in relation with the director. I cannot tell any major difference in between Turkish production and a foreign production.
Will you consider a romantic comedy in the future?
I would love to.
Can't just Shehrazat and Anwar sit down and sort all their problems in one episode. I mean.
It would be a very long episode, you know. There are lots of questions and answers.
You are right now, right here, filming the last, possibly the last scenes of Binbir Gece, ويبقى الحب.
Yes, this is my last day in this Binbir Gece Bin Yapı Holding. This is the last day of this place.
So, will you be upset or sad?
I can say a little emotional, but you know, from time to time today, the first day comes in my mind when we were here, when we all had been here. The first day, the first shooting was like yesterday, you know. It was 3 years ago, but it was like yesterday. And when I first came in here in the garden, at the entrance, I looked at the building and I said, yes, this place is Onur's place. He owns this, and he owns everything exists here. And that was a good kind of working for me. And I came inside and I just walked up the stairs and turned here, and they showed me the room. Yeah, this is Onur's room. Yes, this is okay. This is his pen. This is his that. You know, at the beginning, in the first and second episode, there was this pen story. You know, the snake was on this pen. It was nice, exciting.
Tell us about your future plans after ويبقى الحب.
There is a future film I'm going to be in. This is and that's a very intimate story and has very few actors in it. I hope it's going to be okay. But after Binbir Gece, especially, I want to rest for a while, like a month or a couple of months. I want to look at the horizon, near the sea, just rest and swim,
okay,
and swim and swim and swim,
and not think of
Shehrazat.